Yeah, hi everyone. So we have already completed the first four schemas and in the previous videos. So in this video we'll write the schema for the recipe. So in this you can see we have to have fields like title, slug, instructions to prepare the recipe, then calories, preparation time, servings, is veg, image of the final recipe, source URL is from where I have taken the recipe, or where the user, like, it might not be our own recipe, so we might be just taking the recipe from somewhere else, so it's good to give the credit. So I thought we'll put one field as source URL, then the meal type, which is basically this schema, ingredients, again this one, and the cuisine, again this schema. So let's write some code here. So we'll go to the back to our code, and I'll just quickly close these two, and inside the document, because this will be a document, we'll write recipe. Okay, now as we have seen the previous schemas, we have to default export, and the name is going to be recipe. The title will give it with an uppercase for the first character, then the type is a document. Now comes the fields. So in this the first field is going to be title, so we'll name it title, then its title is going to be title, and then the type, it's a string. So this is fine. I think this is enough. The next thing is slug. Slug is whenever it's actually good for when if you're sending this data to the front end. So if they have a slug, it's very useful. A slug is it will just separate the words in a string with a hyphen. So we don't have to write any function to generate a slug. Sanity provides us a feature so that we can generate a slug, and we just have to target from which field we have to create the slug. So the name is slug, the title will keep it as slug, the type is also slug. Now this type is available in if we go here, yeah, you can see in the schema types there is a schema type as slug. So one second, if you just click on it, yeah, so you can see it has a few properties that we can give, and I will quickly write it. So in here, if I go, we'll make it as type is slug, and now we have not mentioned which is our source, because slug will source the data and then make a slug. So this field will source the data from one of the fields in the document and then create a slug. So that part we can write in the options, where we'll say source and then the name of the source. So the name of the source that we want to create a slug from is the title. So just we'll quickly see how it will look. So I'll just import a recipe in the schemas, and then I'll include a recipe here, and let's go to the okay. So I think okay, this has to be documents. Yeah, so if I go back, so we can see we have a recipe. If we click on this, so here you can see a generate button has come. This is like we don't have to do anything, just because this is of type slug, so Sanity provides us a button to for this. Now if there is some if we write some name of maybe chili chicken, okay, now it has a space in between, so if we click on this, you can see it will create a slug for us. So this is very good, very handy. We don't have to write any code for it. Let's move on to the other fields. We need instructions, we need calories. So we'll go to instructions, so we'll add a field for instructions. So it's again instructions, and then we need a title, instructions, then the type. Now the instruction we cannot keep it as string, because if we keep it as string, it will be a very small place. It's a very small space for us to write the instructions, because instructions are normally lengthy. So now if we go back to the schema types, we can see maybe we can try text, because if over here we have a schema type of text. So yeah, so over here in the text, so let's try text and see what do we get. So we'll go back and we'll go with text. Now if I go to Sanity Studio, so this is better. I am getting a big space to write, but there is still a small inconvenience, I would say, that the instructions normally have a lot of steps. So let's say I want to write steps are. Okay, so now I say 1, 2. So you can see that I am not getting much help here. It's not looking that good. So, and maybe I want to make it bold, so I can't do it. So Sanity provides us with another schema type which we can use to create rich text. So that's called portable text. We can create rich text by creating I mean, we can write here, we can give instead of text we can give rich text, which will have the option to select the fonts, different sizes, and bold, italics, and attach images or attach a file. A lot of things are there that we can do. So how do we do that? So we'll come back here in the recipe schema, and over here instead of type text, we'll make it as array. Now after this, what we have to do is it has to be array of type block. So if we do this, like this is the bare minimum. If we give instructions where the name is array of type block, and we come back, so over here you can see it has changed. A lot of things have come over here. We can make it bold. Steps, sorry. So you can see we can make it bold. We can keep it as a headline. We have bullets. Look, you can and we have this as a code block. Also we can put a link, and there are options to customize this block type block or this portable text. We can customize to add images as an attachment, and many things we can do. So for now I think we are fine with this much currently for our instructions. Maybe we can give a small description over here for it to help and give some help to the person who will be entering the data. So we can say write steps to maybe something like this. So yeah, over here we got a good description. We have slug, we have the instructions. Okay, so what other fields we have? We have calories. In the calories block field, what exactly we want is amount of calorie along with its unit. The unit we have already given here. So what we'll do is we will not just write calories, we will provide the calorie with the unit, and unit has a name and a description. So we will see this in the next video, how we can because we will have to create a custom object for that. So we will see in the next video how we can create this custom object, where we will be using one field with one field as maybe a number, and the other field will be of type unit. So see you there in the next video.